You can buy a loaf of bread for $2 or you can buy one for $8. The thing is, the $2 loaf isn't just cheaper, it's an entirely different product, engineered to be soft, sweet, and nutritionally empty. Most products are not as good as their marketing. Some are much worse. We test so you don't waste money. Today, we're tearing apart the bread aisle.
Let's start with the absolute no questions asked skips. We're talking about the bright, primary colored bags that promise softness and family fun. This is your classic Wonder Bread, your cheapest store brand white loaf. Calling this bread is generous. It's a bread delivery system for sugar and air. The ingredient list is a novel of chemicals, dough conditioners, and high fructose corn syrup. When you make a sandwich with this stuff, the bread isn't a component, it's just edible packaging that dissolves the second it touches mayonnaise. You are paying for a fluffy, sweet sponge that spikes your blood sugar and leaves you hungry in an hour. It is a hard, unequivocal skip. But what about the ones that look healthy? The ones wrapped in earthy-looking packaging? That's where the real deception begins.
This is the category that makes people feel good about their choices while emptying their wallets for mediocrity. Brands like Oroweat, Sara Lee, and Pepperidge Farm love to use words like multigrain, wheat, and made with whole grains. Here's the secret. Multigrain just means there are different kinds of grain in it. It doesn't mean any of them are whole grains. The number one ingredient is almost always enriched wheat flour, which is just a fancy term for processed white flour that's had a few vitamins sprayed back on. These loaves are often loaded with as much sugar per slice as a cookie to mask the bland taste of processed grains. They toast poorly, turning tough instead of crisp, and have a weirdly gummy texture. You're paying a premium for brown food coloring and a marketing story. So how do you find a loaf that's actually worth a premium price? It requires a total shift in how you think about the cost.
Here's the thing. You need to stop thinking about the price per loaf and start thinking about the price per nutrient. That $8 loaf of bread isn't just more expensive, it's more dense. It has protein, it has fiber, it has actual seeds and whole grains that your body has to work to break down. You eat one slice and you feel satisfied. You eat 2 slices of the cheap stuff and you're looking for a snack 30 minutes later. The expensive bread isn't a cost, it's an investment in not having to buy and eat more junk later in the day. You're not paying for flour and water, you're paying for satiety. You're paying to feel full and energized instead of sluggish and craving more sugar.
I wanted to see this in action, so I ran a simple test, the avocado toast stability test. I took a slice of a popular 100% whole wheat bread, one you'd find in any grocery store, and toasted it. The moment I started spreading the avocado, it was a disaster. The bread went limp, it got soggy in the middle, and the crust was somehow both tough and weak at the same time. The whole thing buckled under the weight of a few slices of tomato. It was pathetic. Then I did the same with a slice of Dave's Killer Bread 21 whole grains and seeds. It was night and day. The toast was a platform. It was robust, crunchy, and the seeds added texture. It held up perfectly. One was a sad, wet mess. The other was an actual satisfying meal. That's the difference your $4 extra buys you. A meal instead of a mess.
So here's the verdict. For your everyday loaf, your absolute save is Dave's Killer Bread. Yes, it's expensive, but the ingredient quality and nutritional density make it worth the price. For a sprouted grain option, Ezekiel 4:9 is another fantastic save, especially if you keep it in the freezer. Everything else, from the squishy white loaves to the brown-colored multigrain imposters, is a skip. And the next time you're standing in that bread aisle feeling overwhelmed, remember this one rule. If you can't pronounce a per stat ingredients, or if sugar is one of them, just walk away.